Hi, I'm State Representative J.T. Wilcox. I'm the House Republican leader down here in Olympia, and we are at a critical point in the session. It's called policy cutoff, and policy bills need to pass out of their original committee by Friday, or they are theoretically dead. Now, rules can be suspended, and we say that majority bills are never really dead. But this is an important time, and we know a little bit more what is ahead for the rest of the legislative session and for the people of Washington. We have a few disappointments. First of all, it's very plain that the majority here, the Democrats, are not interested in any broad-based tax cuts, even though we've had record surpluses in tax revenues. And it also is very plain that even though they said many times that the time to talk about emergency powers was when you're no longer in an emergency, they're not interested in advancing bills that would address the governor's emergency powers. This is a tragedy because we should have been able to learn from the last 2 years. Apparently that's not going to be possible in this session. There's been a few positive things. We've talked a lot about the ability of police to pursue suspects and the fact that a disastrous experiment that was passed a couple of years ago needed to be rolled back. Democrats in the Senate have said that they're not going to do that. Here in the House, a bill passed out of the Public Safety Committee. And it's not a perfect bill. It doesn't allow police to give chase for property crimes, but does allow a little more flexibility on the part of police to chase people suspected of violent crimes. And we think that's a positive thing. This is the first step in the process, and we're going to continue to try to work to strengthen the ability of police to keep all of us and the things that we work hard for safe. We've had progress in salmon recovery in a way that is a little unusual. We saw tribal leaders and landowners stand shoulder to shoulder in favor of voluntary efforts to make streams more conducive to increasing salmon populations. This is something that I really believe in. We can accomplish a lot more with the people that are most intimately involved on the land and in the water, working together instead of simply expecting the governor to ask for more regulation. There's also a few bills that are critical for housing that have Republican sponsors, and I'll briefly mention those. Representative Cindy Jacobson from the 25th District sponsored a bill that is passing out of committee that will expedite housing permits. HB 1245, sponsored by my seatmate, Andrew Barkas, will make it easier to split lots, which will allow more lots for development of housing. And HB 1633 by freshman legislator April Connors is called Homes for Heroes and makes it easy for the people that keep us safe to afford down payments for their homes. Folks, we've got more than 60 days left to go. I feel like the fact that we're in person is making this a more positive session, and I have hopes that we will accomplish some positive things for you, and we're not going to forget to get in the way as effectively as we can for things that are not going to be good for the people that we represent. Thanks very much.